Enough gold to cover a Greyhound bus, a state-of-the-art limo, and a yacht fit for a Bond villain. These are just a few of the ridiculously expensive things Donald Trump has owned. Fans of The Apprentice may remember Donald Trump walking in front of his personalized helicopter in the opening credits of the reality show. The sleek black and red helicopter, which bore the name Trump in capital letters, was just one of many expensive possessions the former president owned in his career. Trump acquired the Sikorsky S-76 VIP helicopter in 2010, and at the time, it was the manufacturer's best model for private aviation. Sikorsky S-76 helicopters are typically worth anywhere from $5 to $7 million, but that doesn't factor in the extensive remodeling the former president had done to his former aircraft. In typical Trump fashion, he had the helicopter personally designed to fit his extravagant tastes. He sought out Eric Roth to complete the renovation of the helicopter, which was estimated to cost around $750,000. No small detail went unnoticed on Trump's ride, including 24-karat gold-plated seatbelts and handles. The aircraft was featured on an episode of CNBC's Secret Lives of the Super Rich, where Roth described how the aircraft was gutted and designed from scratch.
And if it's got the Trump name on it, it's got to be the best of the best, and this helicopter is worthy of his name.
Trump eventually parted ways with his gold-themed chopper. According to Time, it was listed in 2020 without a price. Eric Trump confirmed the listing, stating, "We currently have 3 helicopters, and with my father in Washington and not even allowed to use them, we simply don't need them all." In addition to a chopper outfitted in gold, Trump also bought a private plane. Trump purchased a Boeing 757 in 2010 for an estimated $100 million, adding to his fleet of aircraft. The former passenger plane was redesigned to include a bedroom as well as the same gold-plated furnishings that adorned his Sikorsky S-76 VIP.
Inside, the $100 million plane has enough gold that if melted down, could gold-plate the outside of a Greyhound bus.
As per Trump's website, the Boeing 757 is dubbed the crown jewel in the Trump fleet. Its design includes Italian leather seats emblazoned with the Trump family crest, 2 guest rooms, dining and conference areas, and a state-of-the-art entertainment system. Trump purchased the airplane from Microsoft founder Paul Allen, but according to the New York Times, it was once used as a commercial airplane in Mexico in the 90s. The aircraft, which was famously dubbed Trump Force One, was often seen throughout the 2016 campaign trail. After being grounded for years following Trump's 2016 election win, the plane returned to the sky in 2022, complete with an all-new paint job that included an American flag on its tail. The private plane could be used as campaign transportation in Trump's 2024 election bid. Trump admitted as much in a statement amidst the plane's renovation, saying, "When completed, it will be better than ever and again used at upcoming rallies." Mar-a-Lago may be one of many properties Donald Trump has called home, but the sprawling mansion has a rich history that began decades before the former president acquired the estate. The property's name comes from a Spanish phrase that translates to sea to lake, given its location between Lake Worth and the Atlantic Ocean. Anchored to the coral reef below it, the estate was originally purchased for $7 million by Marjorie Merriweather Post, an heiress to the company now known as the General Foods Corporation. Post intended the property to become a winter vacation house for presidents and political officials, according to her will, but the federal government deemed it too much of a financial burden to upkeep. Over 10 years after her death in 1973 and after multiple failed sales, Donald Trump acquired the estate in 1985 for just $5 million. It was a steal given the property's value today is estimated to be around $350 million. Though Trump used the residence as his private estate for a decade following the purchase, he ultimately transformed Mar-a-Lago into an elite club. The $200,000 membership fee to the exclusive estate grants individuals access to 20 acres of sprawling tennis courts, golf courses, giant ballrooms, boutiques, swimming pools, and spas. It's no question that leaders of the free world need to blow off steam, and Donald Trump's favorite pastime is golfing.
And I like to play golf. You know, I'm a good golfer, believe it or not.
The former president owns 12 golf properties in the United States, as well as 4 internationally. Trump told Reuters that he spent less than $1 billion on his golf real estate portfolio, but as of 2015, his sprawling collection of golf turf was estimated to be worth $550 million to over $675 million. Part of the money-making strategy for Trump is not related to the actual sport itself. As he explained to Reuters, "My golf holdings are really investments in many thousands of housing units and hotels." But Trump's vision didn't exactly come to reality. As per satellite imagery obtained by Reuters in 2020, the former Apprentice host had yet to build a single residential home on 11 properties, owned solely by the Trump Organization. Since 2000, Trump's Gulf estates have incurred over $300 million in losses, as per tax documents reported by the New York Times. While Trump has been criticized for his lack of housing deals on the many golf courses he owns, he assured Reuters in 2016 that he would get his money's worth, stating, "I haven't wanted to build them yet because frankly I've been busy doing other things, like running for president." Donald Trump has an impressive fleet of aircraft, so it's only fitting that he has an over-the-top car collection as well. The former reality star owned a Cadillac limo, so elite that not even General Motors will offer up details on the custom-made vehicle. According to an email sent by a Secret Service agent to Detroit Free Press, the company built a Cadillac limo to tout the former president around while he was shuttled to and from engagements. The agent wrote in the email, "This vehicle, a 2018 Cadillac, continues the Secret Service's legacy of providing state-of-the-art technology and performance to its protective mission." As per federal contracting records published by Reuters, General Motors won a nearly $16 million contract to construct the vehicle as well as its twin motorcade from 2014 to 2017. But Trump's presidential limo wasn't the only vehicle he was lucky enough to have in his fleet. According to CNN, he owns a Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren valued at $500,000, as well as 2 Rolls-Royce vehicles. The Apprentice star also once owned a 1997 Lamborghini Diablo, but he later sold the vehicle, and it has changed hands several times since. The Italian sports car was listed on eBay in 2017 for nearly $500,000. The former president also owns a Tesla Roadster, as well as a gold-painted Cadillac Alante. One of the most famous buildings in New York City is none other than the Trump Tower. While some frequent New York City for a stroll in Central Park or a look at the Statue of Liberty, others go to take their picture in front of Trump's famous landmark skyscraper on Fifth Avenue. Featuring hundreds of residences and Trump's triplex penthouse suite, it has become a pit stop on the list of attractions to go see in the Big Apple.
There is a festivity of things happening, water, light, plants, to really invite the people in to this space.
Trump's penthouse alone is valued at around $100 million. The 3-story unit is located on the 66th floor of Trump Tower, and it features marble columns, gold finishings, and sprawling chandeliers. The estate also boasts a diamond and gold entrance door and ceilings decorated with Greek myths. The renowned estate was designed by the late Angelo Donghia and inspired by Louis XIV. Trump purchased the rights to build the property in 1978 for $130 million with the help of several investors. The building has been the subject of a lot of controversy, especially when it comes to how much revenue it brings in. Trump told Forbes in 1983 that the apartments would bring in a profit of $268 million, but research shows that he and his then-partner, Equitable Life Assurance Society, only racked in about $45 million at the time. Trump ultimately made up the loan given to him by Equitable and bought out his investor. But the property's value has been debated over the years. As per financial documents obtained by Forbes, Trump estimated the total value of Trump Tower to be at nearly $900 million. That figure is reportedly overestimated and based on an inflated amount of square footage in the building. The real value, according to Forbes, lies somewhere near $500 million. One of the many absurdly expensive things Donald Trump owns is the Trump Organization, which is one of the largest real estate companies in the world. The company, which was in the Trump family since the 1920s, was eventually handed over to Donald by his father. The organization includes over 500 companies that oversee real estate properties, businesses, resorts, casinos, and more, including several New York City high-rises. Among these high-rises, Trump bought what was formerly known as Hotel Del Monaco in 2001 for $115 million, turning it into what is now Trump Park Avenue. In 2015, he sold a penthouse unit in the building for $21 million, and 2 years later, he sold another penthouse suite in the building for $16 million. The Trump Organization once held the number 3 spot on Crain's New York business list of privately owned companies, but in 2017, the company fell to number 40. The company claimed to have racked in $9.5 billion in sales in 2016, but according to Trump's personal financial statements, the business is reportedly worth about $600 million to $700 million. Aaron Elstein, a reporter for Crain's New York business, admitted to New York Public Radio, "It was obviously important to Donald to have his company at the top of the list, and I don't know why he felt that way, but the numbers that he presented are just flagrantly untrue." It's no secret that Donald Trump has a taste for the finer things in life, especially when it comes to his obsession with gold. From gold-plated seatbelts on his aircraft to gold finishings in his home, the former president goes all out. He even swapped out the crimson drapes in the Oval Office from President Obama's term for silk gold curtains. He added a similar touch in the bedroom of his private plane. Even his buildings bear his name in gold letters. The Trump Tower in New York City features his name in gold letters as well as several gold finishes inside the building's lobby. The Trump International Hotel in Las Vegas was a billion-dollar project whose exterior is 406,000 square feet of actual gold. His gold touches took center stage on the campaign trail as well, with giant gold towers flanking him on stage at the 2016 Republican National Convention. And in case anyone forgets, he offers his fans advice in the form of gold as well. Trump tweeted in 2013, "Remember the golden rule of negotiating. He who has the gold makes the rules." No means of transportation is too fancy for Donald Trump. The 45th president of the United States also owned a $30 million super yacht to add to his enormous fleet of vehicles. The super yacht was built in 1980 for Saudi businessman and billionaire Adnan Khashoggi. And it was even featured in the 1983 James Bond film Never Say Never Again. According to the Gentleman's Journal, the luxury boat changed hands in the late 80s when it was sold to the Sultan of Brunei, who later sold it to Trump in 1988 for $29 million. In typical Trump style, the former reality star redesigned the yacht. He added a swimming pool on the top deck, a movie theater, an elevator, and even a private hospital to make it his own. According to the Los Angeles Times, the design job was done for $10 million and included a T-shaped landing spot for helicopters. The newly designed super yacht was dubbed Trump Princess, but it didn't stay in Trump's possession for long. The businessman sold the ship in 1991 to Prince Al Walid for $19 million.